High school can be overwhelming and very challenging for many students. It's sometimes difficult to make friends, navigate a new place, and the workload can be very stressful. I asked some students if they felt that they were overwhelmed by school.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, at times I do feel overwhelmed about schoolwork.
What if there were a program designed to benefit students' mental health, immerse them in nature, and allow them to connect with each other as well as gain valuable life skills? Eco-Studies is exactly that, an integrated specialist high-skills major program that runs out of Aldershot High School in Burlington, Ontario. Students partake in this program during their second semester of either grade 11 or grade 12. With an environmental focus, students will learn about environmental issues, take a leadership role, go on adventure trips with their classmates, and make memories that will last a lifetime.
Hello, GoPro.
Hi, I'm Miss Hellman. I am one of the Eco-Studies teachers. I teach the NBE and CGR course.
I'm Jeff Sefton. I'm a program teacher for Eco-Studies. Eco-Studies it's the brainchild of Mr. Jason Blair.
My name is Jason Blair. I run the RBG Eco-Studies program at Aldershot School. The Eco-Studies program has been running since 2007. And it's a 4-credit experiential earth and environmental science program with a definitive leadership focus. If students are headed for a career in the environment, then they are more prepared for the next stage of their education than any other experience, I'll say anywhere. I would say at least half of our grads are not headed to an environment-specific program post-secondary. Almost all of them will say that the thing that most prepared them to be successful after high school was a semester in Eco-Studies.
By having all 4 credits, same group of students, same teachers attached to those credits, it gives us the freedom and flexibility to not be bound by bells or this subject at this time. I should point out is the big focus of the program is on getting outside and being outside. And so taking advantage of things like the RBG outdoor classroom, going on trips.
We definitely get to see them in different contexts, which I feel like I know a lot more about all of my students through interacting with them in all those settings, which I would say is a pretty unique experience.
From day one, the goal is to build a community of learners that truly support each other and can take on challenges that aren't possible in a regular classroom.
A lot of it, a lot. So there's the 3 afternoons a week at the RBG. It's like half the program is outside. like
Eco Rangers were outside all week, all day, every day, and some other training sessions. There's a lot spent outside for sure.
It was found that students were more focused and willing to participate at school after having time to do regular curriculum learning outside.
Our approach to doing something about the environment is to fill the next generation with a bunch of people who are passionate about it. And that means changing the way that people, that having a group of active, vocal people who are informed about the environment. I think that we build the passion in the environment by actually getting out in it.
An analysis of 169 studies spanning across 43 countries found that environmental education increased students' knowledge about the environment, as well as positively impacted their beliefs about it and their actions.
We're able to understand where all these complex problems stem from or why things are the way that they are, then it allows you to kind of feel empowered to go in making those changes.
So one thing we do a different focus for environmental issues each year. Like this year, our big focus was on biodiversity.
I think it's super important that students have an opportunity to engage in a meaningful way with environmental issues. I think that it's really easy in a regular classroom to go into the fetal position because everything seems insurmountable and really dire, or two, just to ignore it altogether. And eco-studies, the goal is to not shy away from the tough topics, but also equip students with the capacity to feel like they have the confidence to do something about it, and the skill set to move into their future prepared for what comes next.
We have an ex-student who was extremely wise and talked about the impact that eco-studies had on her mental health.
Being outside offers a place for people to escape, relax, and there is some evidence that it improves people's mental health and their ability to focus. It is also theorized that being in nature reduces blood pressure and stress hormones. Therefore, these environments are able to reduce our stress levels.
I think about why that is. Yes, nature, going outside, that's part of it. Having a support system, a group of people that you can turn to and rely on, that's important for your mental health. So I think that eco-studies is really benefits students' mental health. We legitimately challenge kids and they step up to the challenge. And I think about the students I've seen with, mental health issues, anxiety issues, stand on a picnic table and tell a bunch of grade 6s that if they like it, they should put a ring on it. And like, that's, to me, that is the big win of the program.
Students come to eco-studies and for the first time really feel like they're truly accepted for who they are. And in being in that situation, students' confidence tends to grow and they're able to take on challenges that they never thought possible.
Not only have they walked away with friendships and this whole new experience and learning, but they will actually continue to engage in camping and canoeing or hiking or whatever. To me, I'm like, oh, this is the most accessible entry point for students to just try something new.
Completely different in so many ways. It's interesting to see how quickly you see students like sitting on tables or like moving stuff around or putting little like plants on their desk or whatever, or bringing in plants or buying fish for the classroom. We like that space to feel different, and we actually do a lot of things deliberately to make it feel different. The collaborative nature of eco-studies is designed to create connections, right? Our number one goal in eco-studies is building positive relationships. That's our number one goal. We basically create opportunities for ownership. And a big part of that is inviting students to be leaders and then shutting up and getting out of their way. And allowing them to be leaders.
Think about the assembly, but just 40 people in a room going, what do you want to do? And allowing you all to kind of create a vision in a very effective way, I might say, how everyone mobilized, tried to have everyone's voice heard, and then how you really organized yourselves and communicated with us.
And then at the end, when you finish it, we didn't have to say, hey, get together and get a group picture. You just did it, right? And you did it because you had created something you were proud of. And that's what I mean when I talk about real self-esteem.
A memory that stands out to me was we were on the beach ready to push off at Killarney. We were at George Lake. And there were some students that were just left on the beach who were very nervous about moving forward in their trip. It's something that they'd looked forward to doing their whole semester. And I realized in this moment, like, these students don't really feel confident in themselves to do it. And we got there and they rocked it because of course they were ready to go. And so I just realized, wow, it's so important for these experiences to be happening, especially for young women right now, so that they feel empowered with themselves, that they feel confident that they can go out and do the things that they know they can do, but just to feel confident in their skill set.
We have a lot of fun. I mean, it's a refreshing way to do school. Getting outside and being with friends and sharing experiences, it just makes learning more natural. Always a lot more fun when you bring your friends along for the ride.
A program like eco-studies could create a generation of students who feel more confident in themselves, who have developed important leadership skills, and who have improved mental health. As they say in eco-studies, don't just learn it, live it.